Welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the late start. We got another exciting matchup in Expert League for FDL. It's me, Hawkish, in the booth with the guy from 91. KJ, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling really good. Super excited to see this wonderful Expert League matchup that we got between the Hornets and the Gators. I'm pumped. I want to see what happens here.
Absolutely. You would think the Gators are the favorite team here. They are 4-2, leading their conference. Hornets are 2-4. They're trying to bounce back here. You got STUUUUUUBZ and Motions going for the Gators, and you have Chronotose and Frosted going for the Hornets. Two very solid teams. You got the Hornets still actually having a positive goal differential, so they have been the victims of a little bit of bad luck. And now you got to see, can they turn it around against the Gators?
I mean, the Hornets are 2-4, but you know what? It's still a salvageable season for them. If they can get a win here and get a couple more games in, I think they'll be okay. But the Gators are going to provide a very tough task for these guys.
Absolutely. And for the Gators, I know personally STUUUUUUBZ on that side. He is a guy that can turn it on at any given moment if he's into the game. So let's see if he can turn it on today. And you also have Chronos and Frosted, who have been playing well recently together. I have not seen Motions play, so we're going to see what kind of team Gators puts out there. But we're going to see if how this turns out for them.
I think a player to watch is going to be STUUUUUUBZ to see what he can do to be able to keep this Gators team going.
Absolutely, and here we got the kickoff. We're going to get this one started. Another exciting week about to go. Let's go. There's chronotose beating him here for the 50. Motions is there to meet, get the clear. He's going to get it around Frosted. Frosted does tip it away. chronotose is able to get it around him, get it back on the Gators side. STUUUUUUBZ does try to beat him for the 50. Frosted is up in the air for it. He does put it towards goal. The Gators are handling this a little bit awkwardly, but Motions does handle the dribble. He gets the flick off. chronotose does deflect it away. And they get the shot off. STUUUUUUBZ gets the shot, but Frosted is there for the great save. And you got the Hornets now going to try to kill the ball to the Gators side. Fortunately, STUUUUUUBZ is there to beat him. Gets a double tip, gets a triple, gets the fourth.
Oh my God!
STUUUUUUBZ with the goal to get the Gators started 1-0 with 4:18 left.
A 4-touch, quad touch. I feel like I'm watching Justin right now. STUUUUUUBZ, what a wonderful play just to be able to get it past that goal line defense.
Absolutely disgusting shot by STUUUUUUBZ. As I said, is a man that could turn it on at any given moment. Now he's there trying to put some pressure on the Hornets. The Hornets bump each other. Here comes the Gators back on the offensive. There's Motions going to try to be ready for it, but Chronos does get a decent clear here. Motion is able to get it back to the Hornets side. Frosted is going to be the last man here. He does get it around Motion. They do get the demo. STUUUUUUBZ is on his own, but STUUUUUUBZ is able to clear it. Now he's going to try to put a shot on. And there is Hornets there to meet him in the air. Chronos was able to get to this. Motions tries to put it back up, but he does have a light touch. They both double commit for this clear, leaving STUUUUUUUBZ with the shot. But STUUUUUUUBZ is just off, unfortunately. Now Motion is going to try to keep the handle up, but he's unable to. STUUUUUUBZ does get the meet him up in the air. Frosted does clear the ball, but Motion is going to keep the pressure on here on the Hornets. Motion does not move at all. So now STUUUUUUBZ has a shot, but Chronos does get the clear. What a great clear by Chronos. He's going to try to get it in possession for the pass for Frosted, but Frosted is unable to get to this. Motions with a nice clear, and now STUUUUUUBZ clears it all the way. It's on target. It's just a little bit over the post. And now STUUUUUUBZ again tries to put it on target. He's putting a lot of pressure on these Hornets. What do you think, KJ?
I think STUUUUUUBZ is, like I said, STUUUUUUUBZ is going to be one to watch out for. He's putting the pressure on where it needs to be. Just got to get them passes in for the infield.
Absolutely, and now STUUUUUUBZ is gonna get another shot. He gets a bad touch on it, giving Frosted just enough time to get the save here. And now you got the Hornets back on the offensive, putting pressure on the Gators.
The Gators are just piling pressure. The Hornets have got to stay out of their half.
Absolutely, they do need to put a little bit more pressure on the Gators. Now STUUUUUUBZ again trying to take another shot. Has the weird angle there. Now Motion's gonna try to keep up. He's a little bit too far up. And now the Gators, STUUUUUUBZ is last man, but he does get the demo here for Motions. And STUUUUUUUBZ gets the shot. Maybe distracted by the demo, and Chronos is unable to get that one.
You know, we saw a lot of demo plays coming out in the Star League game yesterday, and just another example of how powerful demos can be in this game.
Yes, it is, and it looks like Southpaw Gators do not have an action there, so Robot Man has to get something together there for the chat. Maybe Gators chomp the competition, it would be my suggestion, just off the rip. But right there, you got Frosted with the score, with the double tap. What a great goal by the Hornets to try to cut down this deficit.
Absolutely beautiful double touch right there by Frosted. Caught the defense slipping, and he was able to absolutely capitalize on it.
And you got now STUUUUUBZ trying to handle the ball here. He does get the dribble. He gets the aerial. Gonna try to keep it up for the Gators. Unfortunately, misses the third touch that he was trying to get. Chronotose and Motions have been on top of each other quite a bit. Could this affect him going forward?
I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and probably see, just to see how much of an effect it has on the Hornets. But it doesn't seem like they're having the good communication like what we were hoping for.
As in STUUUUUUBZ does miss it. Chronotose just a shot. Unfortunately, just off. Chronotose missing the great opportunity. Now STUUUUUUBZ puts it back. And the Gators, you got STUUUUUUBZ 10 shots already in this series. 3 goals. Missed opportunity there for the Hornets.
The Hornets had the ability, they had the opportunities, and they just could not capitalize. We need to see the Hornets capitalizing on these plays. STUUUUUUBZ is just a one-man wrecking crew right now.
Absolutely so unfortunate there for the Hornets. They had a great shot to cut the deficit again, but unfortunately they are unable to take advantage of it. And now here we got the Gators with the bumps, trying to get the ball away from the Hornets. Frosted is going to try to put a shot on. He's unable to get to it, and now, but STUUUUUUBZ does miss it here, but Chronotose misses the shot. Maybe a little bit of a panic, and then Frosted gets demo, so they were unable to capitalize on the Gators' mistakes. But again, Chronotose has another shot at it. Unfortunately, or STUUUUUUBZ, I mean, he's unfortunately unable to get to it. And now the Gators do get the clear, but Chronotose puts it back on target. Now the Hornets only have 45 seconds to try to get this game tied up. They have to score 2 goals to get the opportunity, unless they want to go into the next game down a game.
Yeah, and here we see again, Motions is just going to take it and walk it right in. And the Hornets just seem to be struggling on offense. They're not able to get anything started. They had the pressure. It's just that unfortunate backflip that could have resulted in a wonderful goal.
Yes, sir. And now STUUUUUUBZ is playing like an absolute animal for the Gators so far. He's playing like a monkey. As Bondo has said, he may be playing for the wrong team right now. Gators did make a great selection, getting him on the team. And there's another shot, and Motions gets the final score cleanup to put this game away at 5-1. STUUUUUUBZ just there to meet him up in the air, giving the Hornets 0 time to react to this one.
And what a great 50-50 from STUUUUUUBZ there. Just to make sure he was able to get above the ball and get it over to Motions to be able to walk in the easy goal.
Yes, sir. And you look at the Gators, the way that they're playing, are the Hornets going to be able to overcome it? So far, it seems like STUUUUUUBZ has just been on another level playing, but you do have Motions playing very solid himself. So right now, the Gators are looking very well in sync, and right now they're going to take this one to put the Gators up 1-0 on the series.
Yeah, and unfortunately for the Hornets, they just could not get that pressure that they needed. They've got to pressure the Gators into shots. They've got to pressure them into giving up the ball possession. If they don't, then they're just going to find themselves down in this series, and they're going to find themselves behind very early.
And you see STUUUUUUBZ there with the 12 shots to give the Gators up to 16 shots. Unfortunately, the Hornets only getting 3 shots off with 1 goal to call for it. The Gators right now, they're just putting way too much pressure on the Hornets. If they keep this going, I don't know if the Hornets can come back.
It's going to be a very difficult series for the Hornets if STUUUUUUBZ and Motions are able to continuously put 16 shots on goal. I mean, let's not take anything away from the Hornets, though. They had 6 saves, and they were pretty good saves, but just being able to capitalize on Gators' mistakes, which are few and far between, is going to be very difficult.
To turn this around, I do agree the Hornets, They have to put more pressure on the Gators. While they did play pretty solid defense, at some point that defense is going to break down. The Hornets have to turn this around and try to get the Gators on their back heels, because right now it looks like the Gators are just looking unstoppable on that offense. They just keep the pressure up with STUUUUUBZ monkeying up in the air. It's going to be very hard for the Hornets to come back.
I think we need to see a little bit more from Chronotose and Frosted in the whole idea of making sure they're communicating in their you know, whenever they're talking to each other, let each other know, okay, this is where I'm gonna be, and move on from there.
Absolutely great insight there. And now we got the second game rolling. Can the Hornets come back? Here we go. There is STUUUUUBZ winning the initial kickoff here. chronotose does meet it up in the air. Motions is out of position here to try to handle it. He does get the pass back to STUUUUUBZ, but now Frosted is there to meet him. Unfortunately, he does not get the shot that he was looking for. chronotose tries to win the 50, gets it back over to Frosted. STUUUUUBZ is able to meet him in the air, and now Motions get the shot. STUUUUUUBZ tries to stop it. And the Hornets, unfortunately, double commit to the shot, putting it a little bit far over. Maybe needed to communicate better there. And now the Gators back on offense. Motions is up. He's going to try to get the pass off. chronotose does get the save here. Let's see, can he get the clear? Frosted clears the ball. And now STUUUUUBZ right back at it, but Frosted gets the clutch demo here to stop STUUUUUBZ on the offensive attack. Maybe what's needed right now is STUUUUUUBZ needs to start to get demoed by the Hornets for the Hornets to have a shot here. What do you think, KJ?
I think if the Hornets are able to get STUUUUUUBZ out of the play, and that's a really great shot by chronotose. Let's look at that as well. STUUUUUUBZ was out of the play, was not back where he could have been. chronotose puts a wonderful shot in the upper 90, and I think that's where they're gonna be able to find themselves best, is if they're able to get in those 2v1 situations.
Absolutely solid shot, as you said there, by chronotose. The Gators, they're gonna try to have to keep STUUUUUBZ in the play. If they can't, the Hornets are gonna have the advantage here. STUUUUUUBZ does miss the ball here, but Motion is able to get to it. Now chronotose clears it. Frosted does get bumped there by Motion. STUUUUUUBZ is the last man standing. Motions does keep it on the Hornet side. They're gonna try to get it away from here, but gets an awkward touch. STUUUUUUBZ tries to keep the pressure up. Motions is gonna go up for this, but he does miss the ball. Open goal for the Hornets. Can STUUUUUUBZ get to it? He does. Fortunately, good speed to get the ball back here. And now the Gators back with the possession. Motions gets it around 1. Can he get it around 2? He's gonna try to get the pass off to STUUUUUUBZ. STUUUUUUBZ is unfortunately not ready for it, and the Hornets are fortunate there.
Yeah, just a little bit too heavy of a touch from Motions over to STUUUUUUBZ, but the passing plays are there, and if these guys keep doing it, we're gonna find ourselves in a very quick game.
There is, unfortunately, he did have a shot there, misses it, and has to overcome these mistakes. And now Frost is going to go up for it on again, misses the ball. The Hornets just seem a little bit out of sorts on their offense. Their defense has been all right, but the offense has not been quite there for the Hornets.
I mean, let's keep in mind, the Hornets are leading this game 1-0, but there is a lot of time left, and with the way the Gators have been playing with all this pressure, they're going to find themselves starting to deal with banger shots that are coming on goal.
You have to think, STUUUUUUBZ did, in fact, last game get 12 shots off. He only has 3 so far, so plenty of time for him to try to get more shots on. Maybe the Gators have to go back to that monkey mode where STUUUUUUBZ was just going after the ball. For them to get back in this, I'm surprised they have not scored a goal yet. And now here's Motions, wins the 50. He's going to try to get it around him, but STUUUUUUBZ was out of position a little bit. But they are able to get the clear with the demo. And now, can STUUUUUUBZ keep it up? Unfortunately, he does not. It seems like right now the Gators' midfield pressure has just not been there. They need to get possession of the ball here in the midfield. He's going to try to put a shot on, and he does, and STUUUUUUBZ right on cue with the score. And now it's tied up, 1-1.
STUUUUUUBZ again just coming through and absolutely barreling his way into the Hornets half and into the goal. What a wonderful shot that was. Perfect placement, made sure the defense was caught out, and was able to get the square away goal.
Yes, it does. And it seems like the Hornets have been making the adjustments here Can the Gators now keep the pressure up and overcome the Hornets defense? It is a tie ball game now, so I would think with the being a tie game that the Gators do have the advantage here. Do you differ there, KJ?
I do not, because the Gators can come out from anywhere. It doesn't matter who or when or where it is or what time there's left in the game. The Gators have been known to pull through.
And what an awkward touch there for the Hornets. Putting the pressure on now for the Gators. STUUUUUBZ. Motion gets the shot. Unfortunately, just off for the left. Now you got the Hornets missing the touch here on the clear. STUUUUUBZ is going to try to get the pass off the Motions. Motions puts a shot on. chronotose is there for the great state, but STUUUUUUBZ still has a shot at this. Motion is going to try to get to it, but no, STUUUUUUBZ unable to get the score. And chronotose gets the clear. Lucky break there for the Hornets. And now there's a shot. Unfortunately, he is not fast enough to get take advantage of the miss there by STUUUUUBZ. And now the Hornets back on their heels. Motion is going to try to go up for this. He's unable to get the touch he was probably looking for. And now the Hornets back on the offense. Last chance here to tie the game, but no, Motions gets it around him. Motions is going to try to keep it up. Frosted gets the clear. STUUUUUBZ gets it around him. He gets a shot. Oh my God, chronotose with the amazing save. Hornets getting one last shot at it. Can they make it? Not enough power, and we got an overtime.
Yeah, those saves were just absolutely incredible. For Motions to get back the way he did and recover to get back for that save, and then for the Hornets to get such a great save on a wonderful shot by STUUUUUBZ. It's awe-inspiring.
Very unfortunate there. Both teams had chances to take it in regulation. Now it's going to take an overtime goal. And now STUUUUUUBZ takes the shot just a little bit over. Gators again keeping the pressure with Motions, but maybe finding themselves out of position here. STUUUUUUBZ is going to be off. But unfortunately, chronotose does shoot it over. They do get the demo, so now it's a 2v1. But Motions gets it around him to get the Hornets back on their heels. Now the Gators do have a shot here to put the pressure on. You got Frosted trying to keep the ball away from STUUUUUUBZ, but STUUUUUUBZ gets the shot. Unfortunately, just a little bit off. Great attempt there by STUUUUUUBZ, and now the Gators again. STUUUUUUUBZ gets the demo. Can they get it around their S-man? chronotose gets bumped, and chronotose able to overcome the bump to be able to get the save. What a defensive play there by the Hornets. Now the Gators back on offense. You're just putting so much pressure on the Hornets. At some point, you got to think they're going to be able to overcome this. chronotose is there for the save, and now STUUUUUUBZ is going to keep the pressure up for the Gators. Again, Hornets on their heels every second of this overtime. Now Motions is going to get the shot on. Frosted is able to get it, but STUUUUUUBZ, can he overcome this? No. chronotose does get the clear to the right. Now STUUUUUUBZ keeps the ball up in play. chronotose finally tries to get it clear, but Motions is there in the midfield. chronotose gets bumped. Frosted is going to try to beat STUUUUUUBZ here. STUUUUUUBZ is get beat here. Is it on target? No, it is not. Now the Hornets are going to try to keep the ball possession here. chronotose beats him in the midfield. Now STUUUUUUBZ is the last man. He does get the dribble here. Can he get it around these guys? He's unable to get it around Frosted. Maybe misses the flick he was looking for. Now you got Frosted back on the ball. Weird touch off the ceiling. And chronotose is there for the save, but STUUUUUUBZ, does he have a shot here? He's going to try to put a shot back on. Frosted is unable to turn quickly enough, and the Gators take game 2.
What an absolutely amazing game. 2 minutes into overtime, and here we are, STUUUUUUBZ yet again being the beast that he is, putting an absolute clanger on goal. There was save after save after save. The Hornets just could not overcome that pressure. And as we see here, chronotose with a 1,000-point game, 8 saves. But again, the Gators putting 16 shots on goal. That pressure is just insurmountable.
Absolutely. And like I said, the Hornets have to find a way to turn this around. Unfortunately, right now, for the Hornets, while their defense has been great, their offense has been lacking. You are seeing some whiffs and there are not a lot of passing plays. It seems like a lot of the times when they do pass, they're a little bit off target, or they're trying to make too many one-on-one play or 1v2 plays. And that's playing right into the Gators' hands, because then they can put the pressure right back on the Hornets, getting the counterattack. And you see with the 16 shots, this time equal shots from both players, it's going to be a lot to overcome for the Hornets.
And let's be honest, the Hornets' defense was really holding this game. And this is kind of what we were hoping to see. The Hornets were getting some pressure in, but obviously with 4 shots on goal, there's not really much that you're going to be able to do with that. I think if the Hornets can kind of keep with that pressure, they're going to be able to find themselves with a game win, and hopefully they can bring this back because right now they're down 2-0.
You would hope that they can try to bring this back up, but as it stands right now, the Gators are going for the sweep. They're going to try to keep the pressure up. Maybe they need to do a little bit better control of the midfield. Otherwise, right now, that does play into the Hornets' hands. But you got the Hornets already starting with the first demo on motions, trying to get STUUUUUUBZ out of position, and the chronotose does get a shot off, but he unfortunately is a little bit wide. And now the Gators trying to put pressure out. Oh no, there's a miss there by Frost, and he's going to try to get the pass off to STUUUUUUBZ. But STUUUUUUBZ is unable to get the shot that he was looking for. Motions keeps the pressure back up on the Hornets. Frost does get the clear here. Can he get it around STUUUUUUBZ? No, he does not. STUUUUUUUBZ does get the ball here, but does have an awkward touch, and chronotose does put the pressure right back on the Gators. But unfortunately, they're out of position now, and the Gators already with the score. The Hornets uncharacteristically out of position here. chronotose just maybe not getting the touch he was looking for, and Frosted, I think, maybe not in the spot he should have been.
I don't know if Frosted had the boost or not. I mean, at some point we're gonna have to take a look. But it's 3 words: pressure, 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 and that's all the Gators are giving the Hornets, and they're giving them all that they can handle.
Absolutely, and now you got the Hornets again getting pressured. Unfortunately for the Hornets, you're just not seeing the place that they're gonna want out of their offense.
Yeah, the Hornets are just constantly getting stuck in their half. They're having a hard time breaking out.
It's very unfortunate for them, and now you gotta hope that they're able to overcome that. But right now, STUUUUUUBZ with the backflip, but he's able to get the handle back up, and now chronotose is gonna try to put the pressure back on the Gators. Unfortunately, not enough, and now STUUUUUUBZ puts a shot back up. And the chronotose is there for the save, but STUUUUUUBZ keeping the pressure on the Hornets. Frosted does get the clear.
I think the Hornets need to start, they got to get them demos in. It helped them in the second game. They got to do it here in the third.
I do agree, and now you got the Gators going to try to put pressure on, but not really going for the ball. And now the Hornets do try to get the shot off here by Frost, that unfortunately does get blocked. And now the Gators are back on the Hornets side. chronotose does get a good touch here. Now Frosted gets it around motions. They have an opportunity here against STUUUUUUBZ, but STUUUUUUUBZ is there for the save. And now STUUUUUUUBZ put the pressure back up on the Hornets. STUUUUUUUBZ now with the 2v1. Can he get the pass off the motions? No. He just misses, and now you got the Hornets back with possession of the ball. Frosted is going to try to put a shot on. Unfortunately, just off. chronotose is not ready for it. Now the Hornets put it right back to the Hornets side. But there you got the Gators, unfortunately missing their chronotose. Let's get bumped in the air. So again, a 2v1 here for the Gators, and he misses another Gators. STUUUUUUBZ with another goal for the Gators. 2-0 with 2:26 left. I think they can taste the sweep coming.
I think they can taste it as well. And STUUUUUUBZ, again, my dude, you are absolutely killing it in this series. And if he keeps it up, I think the Hornets are in trouble.
Absolutely, STUUUUUUBZ, as the kids like to say, he is cracked, my guy. You got the Gators again, putting pressure and motion, showing that he's still a part of this team. Now with his second goal of the ball game.
Motions coming through with just an absolutely fantastically placed shot. chronotose just can't get up and get there in time to be able to save that ball.
Absolutely, and now the Hornets, their backs are against the wall. Can they try to put some pressure back up on the Gators? They need something to happen for them. Right now, it looks like this sweep is going to happen for the Gators. Embarrassing shot. And no, there's the shot again by STUUUUUUBZ. He is cracked, my guy. He's doing everything he can for this Gators team, just monkeying for every ball.
What can we say about STUUUUUUBZ right now besides he's cracked at Rocket League? I mean, this man is putting shot after shot after shot and continuously putting pressure on the Hornets, and the Hornets just can't do anything about it.
So unfortunate, and now you got the Gators trying to close this one out with the 4-0 lead. It looks like it might be insurmountable. Again, STUUUUUUBZ with another shot. That man is just putting everything on target. You got motions with 7 shots. STUUUUUUBZ again with 5. It's just way too much for the Hornets. They're not doing enough for this team right now. They're just, I don't think they got it.
Yeah, it's really hard whenever, especially if you're a team that's facing 12 shots and it's consistently shooting shot after shot after shot. You just start to get caught out.
Absolutely. And it just looks like right now the Gators are on a class of their own with their offense. While the Hornets have been showing good defense, this game does prove that at the end of the day, you have to score goals, and good offense will always stump good defense in a Rocket League match. And now you see the Hornets going to try to get possession here, maybe try to put a little bit of pressure on the Gators. He's going to try to get the flick, but unfortunately, chronotose doesn't have enough there on the flick. Now again, STUUUUUUBZ does get the clear here, and now the Gators back on offense again. chronotose does win the 50 here, but STUUUUUUBZ does get her around him, and now STUUUUUUUBZ is going to try to do the slow play. Unfortunately, not enough there against chronotose, and now motions is the last man standing here. Can chronotose get it around him? No, he cannot. Frost is up for this. Maybe a little bit risky play here. No, unable to get it there by chronotose, and now STUUUUUUBZ puts a shot right back up. Motions does beat him here on the 50. You got STUUUUUUUBZ going to try to put it back up, but doesn't have enough boost, so he's going to go back here. There's nothing for him there, but no, Frosted misses the clear. Now the Hornets trying to get one shot off here. No, he does not. chronotose out of position again, and motions get to score the closest one out and put a stamp on this sweep by the Gators.
I think we could put a stamp on it as well. And I'm gonna tell you what, the Hornets just had to go for it. They had nothing to lose here. I mean, you're down 0-4 with 13 seconds left, and all of a sudden you're down 0-5. Very difficult game, not an easy one. Not a lot of people expected a win from the Hornets, but I was kind of hoping to see just a little bit more.
Absolutely, and unfortunately, though, as we said, it is a sweep for the Gators, 3-0. It did not look like the Hornets really had a chance with the amount of shots both sides put on. It's just very unfortunate for the Hornets, although they did try to do their best and played a solid game. But now you have the Gators with the 3-0 sweep, moving on to 5-2 in the conference, just leading the pack so far. We'll see if the Monkeys can match them and keep up the pressure in the Green Conference. Hornets now fall to 2-5. Now, at third in their conference, maybe the playoffs are still in reach, but you have to think that right now, season's on the line.
Yeah, 5-5 for a possibility for a season is very unlikely, but crazy things happen. And I mean, just looking at this game, the Gators went and put on 14 shots on goal compared to the Hornets 6. I mean, the Gators just absolutely outplayed the Hornets. There was no opportunities for the Hornets to be able to break out of their own half.
Absolutely, and now we have here the Gators after that 3-0 series sweep. You got STUUUUUUBZ and motions. Guys, how are we feeling after that sweep?
I'm feeling amazing. I thought we played really well and put in a lot of pressure. Just had a lot of fun as well.
You guys absolutely did. You put so much pressure on the Hornets. They never really had an opportunity to break out of their half. What were the comms like for you guys?
Pretty casual.
Casual. I think at one point it was just a good 30 seconds of us just laughing.
Yeah, we're just having fun.
Did you guys find something there against the Hornets? Was there something that you guys found in their defense? Because it seemed like, again, you guys averaged 15 to 16 shots per match, just putting absolutely an insane amount of pressure on them. The Hornets just cannot get it out of their half. What were you guys seeing in their defense?
They were kind of just giving us way too much space and letting us kind of just keep peppering the backboard with shots and just putting the ball up there, because it seemed like they would use most of their boost to get up there, which left a lot of opportunities for us to just keep putting shots out.
And I mean, STUUUUUUBZ, I have to say it. I would say that you were probably the MVP of this game. The amount of shots and goals that you scored, how much of that were you actually trying to get them off?
Well, my main thing going into this game was just trying to put up as many shots as I could just to get the top spot on shots taken stats.
Stat padding. I like it.
Oh, indeed. But motions definitely helped a lot with being back when I kind of overcommitted a lot. So
Yeah, I knew I wasn't playing my best, so I just told him, I was like, "You do you, you go out there and have fun, and I'll just have your back." Because I wasn't playing the best, I could just do. I knew I could only I knew I was as how I was feeling to do the bare minimum, just to keep us in the game, and so I told him to go have fun and you do you.
Nothing to say against motions, though. You did put up 8 shots in that second match. You did do your part for your team. It seems like, and at no point were you guys really out of position. You guys just kept the pressure up. Now going forward, that moves you guys to 5-2. You got the Monkeys playing right after you guys. How do you guys feel about the Green Conference right now, going into the playoff run?
I'm feeling pretty good. Honestly, I think our chances of doing well in it are pretty high. There's not really any team that I'm like too worried about. It should just be all good competition, stuff like that.
Absolutely. You gotta love to see the confidence. But how about the Purple Conference? Are there any of those teams that you're looking forward to seeing in the playoffs, or maybe a little bit apprehensive?
Just playing out every series. Just whoever we face, we'll just play them, have fun, and just see how the series ends up.
Yes, sir. And now we give the option to every team. Now, do you have anything you want to say to the league, the conference, the Hornets going forward, or now just any gauntlets you want to throw?
Nah, just still that I'm coming for Jack against the Monkeys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have the chemistry there with the Monkeys. I know they did talk last week that they were coming for you. Right now, I remember talking to Jack and Rizm. They were saying that they were coming right after the Gators. Do you think that they have a chance there?
I don't think they have a chance, but it'll definitely be a good game.
We love to see that banter. And now, KJ, do you have anything else left to add?
The only thing I want to say is congratulations on a perfectly played series, guys. You guys did an amazing job. Just with everything that you did, your rotations were on point, your shots were on point, and you put the pressure and peppered the back of the goal. So congratulations go out to you guys, and congratulations on getting to 5-2.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. There you have it. And that'll be it for us now in the booth. This has been me, Hawkish, and the guy from 91. Stay tuned. We do still have the 8 o'clock match coming. We got
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
My mistake there. 7 o'clock match coming. You got the Monkeys playing the Marlins, so that's gonna be fun to watch. See you soon.
They're playing the Rams.
The Rams. Sorry, my mistake. The Rams.